What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media and welcome back for another live Pokemon Showdown session. Today we're going to be jumping into LC or Little Cup as it is known here on Pokemon Showdown. That means all of the mini Pokemon are going to get some action today. That's right, we're all at level 5 and I don't really have a whole lot of experience with this tier in general, but it was something that I really wanted to try out for a long time now. I've been saying for like 2 months straight, I gotta try LC. Never really did much about it because I had other stuff going on, but now I'm deciding to just, go for it and see what happens, basically. I don't really have a lot of experience. I've just been practicing over the last couple of days to kind of get a feel for how the meta works, and I've learned quite a few things, so I'll try to pass that on to you guys for those of you that are not as familiar with the tier as well. And maybe you want to try it out. I don't know. It could be a lot of fun. It seems to play very similarly to OU as far as how the players are concerned, which has been unfortunate because I don't really like that style. But the different possibilities that are opened up and some of the possibilities that are closed off from not having access to some of the moves and stuff that goes on in the higher tiers makes this very unique. And so we're going to have some fun here. I do have a little bit of explaining to do, but before we go over anything as far as the team or how the tier works or anything like that, just a friendly little reminder for you guys, if you haven't done so already and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series, remember it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video or leave a comment with your thoughts or whatever it may be, any suggestions that you have for me. The comment section is always a great place for that. You guys have been very, very supportive lately, and I want to just give a quick little thanks to you guys for being awesome, basically, because uploads have slowed down a little bit. I'm down to like 1 or 2 a day as opposed to the 3 that I had over the summer. And that's just because I'm going to be going on vacation in December, as I've said multiple times, but I want to keep making sure that I reinforce that because, there's new subscribers and people that, didn't watch older videos and stuff, so I want to make sure everyone's in the loop. I'm cutting back so I have some time to record stuff for when I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be gone for 5 weeks, and I don't want it to be where you guys just don't have any content to watch, so I'm trying to make it so that you have stuff each and every day, or just about every day, while I am gone. So that just means I have to cut back a little bit up until that point. Now, yeah, so you guys have been awesome, really. Seriously, you've been very understanding. The support on the videos that do go up has been outstanding. Can't really say enough about how cool you guys are. So, I'm not going to dwell on that. Let's get into the team here. We have KFC, the Torchic, still packing the speed boost. Doesn't have access to Flare Blitz, which is unfortunate because I was going to try to run an offensive Torchic. I guess you could run a especially offensive Torchic because 70 base special attack is actually quite high for Little Cup. But I decided to go for the Baton Pass route just because I never really tried it out. So I wanted to see if it could work. So I decided, you know what, let's build a completely taunt bait Torchic and just see how it works. Unfortunately, we don't have access to bulk up either, so I built around Curse instead because while Curse does lower your speed, Speed Boost will counteract that because your speed will drop and then it'll go back up at the end of the turn. So it's essentially a bulk up, basically. So we got Substitute, Baton Pass, Curse, and Will-O-Wisp. I could run either Protect or Fire Blast or something in that last slot where Will-O-Wisp is. I just prefer the utility of being able to burn something. Torchic can usually survive a hit after burning an opponent if it's a physical attacker, obviously. Now, as for the item, Berry Juice is amazing in Little Cup because it restores 20 HP, and at level 5 with no investment and 31 IVs, Torchic has only 21 total HP, so even if you get down to 1 remaining and you're still alive, Berry Juice will fill your health bar all the way to the top. So Berry Juice is awesome. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Yes, the EV spreads. So we know that at level 100, every 4 EVs that you put into a stat increases said stat by 1 point. At level 50, I believe that is reduced down to every 8 EVs. At level 5, it's reduced all the way down to, or I guess increased all the way up to every 12 EVs. So while it doesn't change the spreads a whole lot when we're talking about things at level 50, at level 5, things are drastically different. You don't see a lot of the 252, 252 EV spreads. In fact, I don't know if I even have any of those on this team, just because that's how it affects the stats mathematically. So you're just going to have to bear with me on that. Now, this is a mostly defensive spread, so I gave it some speed so that it can outspeed things since I'm not running the Protect on that first turn, because sometimes getting up a substitute is very important to Torchic being able to survive. Then I've got Bold Nature, 196 EVs in defense, and the rest goes into special defense. There's no reason to invest in our attack or special attack because we don't have an attacking move. And HP seemed kind of silly too. I definitely didn't want to give it an even number, so I decided to just not invest in it at all. So let's move on, shall we? From KFC here, which is a ridiculously stupid name for a Torchic, but I had to do it. Then we have Shaya here with Mold Breaker, Eviolite, good old Drilbur. I love Mold Breaker Drilbur. It's so good, and base 85 attack is huge for Little Cup. So this is our Hazard Setter with the Stealth Rock. It is also our Hazard Remover with the Rapid Spin. Although our team really doesn't care about hazards too much with the exception of Torchic, so especially if Torchic has gone down already, it really doesn't matter as far as removing the Stealth Rocks on our side of the field and spikes and all that stuff. But we have it just in case. You never know what's going to happen. Somebody might be running like Spinnerack with Sticky Web or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the tier too well yet. So we have Earthquake is going to be stab. Obviously, Rock Slide is great for things like Fletchling, which Fletchling is a problem in this tier because Gale Wing's Acrobatics destroys everything. So we have the Mold Breaker, so we can kill things like Ghastly and Coughing because they are weak to ground, but they have Levitate, so that's pretty cool. There's really no reason to add any other ability there. I think Sand Rush and Sand Force? Yeah, those are the other abilities, unless you have Hippopotas or something. There's really no reason to go for that. Now let's take a look at the EVs. I've got 60 in HP, 236 in attack, which is pretty much max. And then a Jolly Nature and the rest of the investment are in speed. So pretty straightforward, just a fast kind of attacking, stealth rocking guy thingamajiggy. Then we have Slowski, the Tortuga, with Sturdy, Berry Juice obviously, and it's packing the Shell Smash with Stone Edge, Waterfall, and EQ. If you manage to pass a curse to this, then this is problematic, to say the least. Adamant Nature, 212 attack EVs, and then some special defense EVs as well, so that it can survive some hits, and some speed, so that it can actually outspeed some things, because base 22 speed is kind of freaking bad, even for LC. So yeah, you're going to notice that this entire team basically is physical with the exception of our next entry here, Kimba, the Spritzy, packing the Eviolite with Aroma Veal so it can't be taunted and, you know, all that jazz. It's basically a physically defensive spread, I guess. It's mostly invested in its physical defense, but it can take hits on both sides of the spectrum because it does have investment in both. Some investment in HP as well. So we have Wish, Protect, Calm Mind, and Moonblast. Moonblast is a great mono attacking type, has pretty decent coverage, and Wish Protect should be obvious. That's pretty standard for a Spritzy. Now the Calm Mind is interesting because if you can pass some curses into Spritzy and then start Calm Minding up, this thing can actually sweep teams, and that's kind of scary. I don't know if it's going to actually work. There's just way too much setup on this team. Honestly, I probably should remove some of it. But anyway, now we have Burton, the Timburr, with the Guts ability. Basically my status absorber because things like Fungus are in the tier and they like to spore everything, and I don't have a grass type. So yeah, Timburr is fine to, you know, absorb that because he does have Guts. I know Spore is a bad example, but Stun Spore is another example that I wanted to talk about because Cottony is a thing, and it's got Prankster, and it loves to spam Stun Spore all over the place. Having Burton be paralyzed and get the Guts boost is very scary for our opponents. So we're packing the Eviolite. We got Knockoff, Drain Punch, Poison Jab, and Mach Punch. Poison Jab is there for the fairy types. Knockoff is amazing in this tier because everything is carrying Eviolite, and Abra is also a thing, so is Ghastly, so if you can predict a switch into those, Knockoff is fantastic. We've got 196 EVs in attack, Adamant Nature, 76 defense, 160 special defense, and the rest in speed. And that seems kind of silly, just because I like to be able to outspeed some things that I normally would not be able to, which isn't much to be fair, but sometimes you get some surprise jumps on other things like opposing Timburr, for example. Then lastly we have Bread, good old Bread, the Pawniard, with Defiant, so that's pretty cool. If somebody wants to use Defog, we can switch Pawniard in, we get a nice +2 boost. We're packing the Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Brick Break, and Knockoff. Brick Break is there basically just for coverage. Knockoff is pretty much mandatory. Pawniard has the strongest knockoff in this tier, I believe, with base 85 attack and stab, 236 EVs in that, adamant nature, the rest in special defense to be able to take some hits. So yeah, then we got Iron Head for stab and Sucker Punch as well. Should all be self-explanatory. I know I'm kind of rushing through this, but I spent enough time talking about just random nonsense. We need to get into a battle here, and it does usually take a while to find a battle, so I guess I could just talk a little bit. Oh no, never mind. I'm being silly. So now, this is the first time I've run into a Spinnerack. Let's give this person a good look. Have fun. Yes, have fun. Vulpix is scary, especially alongside Deerling here, because this thing has Chlorophyll and this thing has Drought, and I don't believe that Drought is banned, is it? I don't see that it is. So, alright. I want to lead off with Shy. I want to get some rocks up first. If he wants to lead off with the Vulpix, we'll just EQ it, because he has no immunities to it, unless he has something with an air balloon. So, we'll go with that. Carvanha is very, very scary, too. That's something that I want to try. So, I might do another session. Well, I will do another session of LC. It's just a matter of when, but I want to try out Carvanha. I really do. I haven't really used much of Sharpedo this gen either. So I've got like 3 or 4 Sharpedos in my box in X and Y, and I just haven't really used it on camera too much. Spinnerack starts things off to get the Sticky Web, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's going to be the case. I think I want to get up Stealth Rocks anyway, because I'm kind of scared of that Carvanha possibly having Sash or something. Yeah, there's the Sticky Web. I'll go for the Rapid Spin. And he doesn't have any spin blockers. And he takes 20% from a Rapid Spin. That is insane. String Shots. Alright, that is a little confusing, not gonna lie. I think I would just want to go for an EQ here, because it is Stab. Rock Slide has a chance to miss. And the only resist he has to EQ would be the Deerling. And I don't think he wants to switch that in on this, because he's probably going to want to save that for if he can get Sun Up with the Vulpix. So I'm going to EQ. No, he goes for the Sticky Web again as we take out the Spinnerack. Okay. So you're going to have to bring in something that can one-shot me then, otherwise I'm going to get another Rapid Spin off. He was adamant about getting that Sticky Web up. He was all about it. He didn't return my good luck, have fun either. That is a little bit disappointing. A little bit disappointing. Perhaps he doesn't know what GLHF means, because I didn't at first either, admittedly. And I think, did I get a new username? I think, yeah, Cullingston. I'm pretty sure I haven't laddered on this specific one. So we're at the bottom of the ladder, unfortunately. Can you one-shot me? I feel like you might be able to. I think we need to switch regardless, because we just do. We just do. Let's see here. We could go into Burton, because a Mach Punch, I think, just one-shots this thing, as ridiculous as that sounds, because he might just protect, honestly. So let's attempt to get a safe switch in here. See what happens. Yeah, there's the Sticky Web. Yeah, he does protect. He's going to get the speed boost. I kind of tempted to actually just Drain Punch, in case he wants to switch. No, Mach Punch is the way to go, because I'm pretty sure Mach Punch will just kill this thing. Carvanha is frail as anything, so I'm going to go for it. See if he wants to stay in and risk that. He does, and he survives with 5%. That is a bit unfortunate. Wow, okay, so I wonder if he has HP investment or something. I don't even know. That legitimately surprised me. That's a bit unfortunate too, because we had to take all that damage. As much as I would like to Drain Punch, predicting him to switch out and save this thing, I have to go for the Mach Punch. That's just what it is. He's gonna protect. Okay. Maybe to see what I'm gonna go for. And now that he sees that I'm going for Mach Punch, maybe he'll switch out, but I'm going to go for it again. Anyway, no, he just leaves the Carvanha in to die. Okay, fair enough. And he's going to forfeit. All right, here we go, ladies and gents. You guys know how this goes. You know what my showdown sessions are like. Oh, wow, we found another battle very, very quickly. That is surprising. But everybody just seems to want to forfeit all the time. Good luck, have fun. Abra is like on every other team, I've noticed. It's a big thing. This Mantike is super duper bulky on the special side, especially. I'm thinking I want to get up rocks again. Unfortunately, most Abras are sashed and they're magic guards, so rocks don't help us there. But Ponyta is a problem, and so is Mantike. So Yeah, Lickitung is in this tier. I haven't seen one of these yet. That is kind of surprising. He's going to lead off with the Abra, actually. Okay, that is a bit scary because they usually have Energy Ball, and that can one-shot us. So I'm going to go into Bread here, because Bread is basically our dedicated, not our counter to Abra, but it takes on Abra fairly well. We can scare it out and get a nice knockoff on something. I don't think you would want to stay in. If I had to guess, I would say just either Psychic or Energy Ball. They usually carry Energy Ball, though, from what I've seen. So we'll see. Yeah, there's the Energy Ball. That does a whopping 29%. And we can go... This thing is most likely sashed, so that's why I'm not going to go for a Sucker Punch. I'm just going to go for a knockoff here. And we'll go from there. If he wants to stay in at that point, then we can go for Sucker Punch to finish him off. So it'll be a nice, fun time. And that way, we should only have to take one hit from this thing. And I hope he doesn't have... oh, never mind. He goes right into the Ponyta to take the knockoff. I think he was predicting the Sucker Punch there. And that just really stinks because he just took all that damage. 85%. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to Will-O-Wisp me, maybe? I'm going to say you're going to try to Will-O-Wisp me. So I kind of want to just go into KFC. So we're going to do that. Because Ponyta can't really touch a Torchic. I don't believe you can really touch me. You can Fire Blast, you can Flare Blitz. Ponyta is honestly amazing in this tier as well. This is another Pokemon I really want to try. But I had to try some silliness. I had to try some silliness first, because that's just what I do. I'm all about the silliness. No, he just goes for the Flare Blitz, so I could have killed him with a freaking... whatchamacallit, a Sucker Punch. I really thought he was going to predict the Sucker Punch, and then, yeah, oh well. Alright, so out comes the Bunnelby here, and I am not positive that we outspeed this thing. If it's max speed, we don't outspeed it, and I don't have Protect. So, we're going to need to switch out. This thing is a threat, because it does have huge power. At this point, we might actually just have to sacrifice something, as sad as that is. Because I don't really have a safe switch in. Mach Punch will not kill this thing in one shot. We could try to sub. No, I think we're just going to have to sacrifice this thing. Do we need this for anything else? Not really. So I will go for Willow. Okay, yeah, he's just going to EQ. Okay, fair enough. I figured that's what he was going to go for. But now we can go into Burton here. And I don't think EQ will one-shot. We can Drain Punch something. Oh, actually, we can knock off because the Honedge will most likely come out. Or we could even go into Shia, which should outspeed unless this thing is Scarfed. And we can just EQ everything, except for this thing. Let's see. Decisions here. I'm going to go into Burton. It's just what we're going to do. And we're going to go for a knockoff. If he stays in, Mach Punch will kill the following turn. He does stay in. Wow. Wow. Was not... oh, he does have the Choice Scarf as well. Okay, so it's a good thing I didn't go into Shot because I was going to take a hit there. Now we can go for a Mach Punch. And that should finish off this Bunnelby. A good play here would be to switch into either Mantike or Honedge. But nope, he's going to just sacrifice his Bunnelby. Which also could have been a good play if he decided that it just wasn't useful without the Scarf. But he's going to forfeit. Yet again. Alright. Look how far we've climbed up the ladder. We're already 1078 after 2 battles. And we didn't even finish any of them. That's just silliness. Let's go for another one. Go for one more before I call it an episode here. I guess it's going to be a little bit of a longer episode or part. I'm surprised. Like, now that we just started the session, I've been finding battles very quickly. I'm very happy about that. Because before, it was taking forever. I guess a lot of people are just on the ladder right now. Alright, Ferroseed is a huge problem. Are you gonna lead off with the Torchic? And do you have a similar set to what I have? That's what I always wonder. I always wonder that. I'm gonna lead off with Shia here. And he leads off with the Ferroseed. Okay, well I'm just going to EQ you. Yeah, that does a nice 50% as he goes for the Leech Seed. Wowza, that did a lot of damage. I'm gonna EQ again. And it does 60%. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. That was the worst possible min-max I think I've ever seen in my life. 50 to 60%. I know that it's only a matter of like 1 or 2 HP total that really just changes those percentages so much, but still, Huge threat out of the way. He didn't even get his rocks up. All he did was leech seed this thing. I'm going to Stealth Rock, predicting a Protect here. No Protect. He goes for the Swords Dance. Oh, that is scary as anything. That is scary as anything. I should have EQ'd you when I had the chance. Oh my goodness. He goes for Swords Dance again. There's the Sash. So he's at +4 right now. And +2 speed. He's going to kill me off here, I'm assuming. Do I need this thing for anything? Not really. I really don't. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice Shy here. Oh, he goes for the Baton Pass as I go for the EQ. And in comes the Scraggy, which takes 57%. And, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna knock off? Are you gonna Drain Punch? What do you have for me? I kinda wanna switch now. +2 speed, Scraggy. That is scary as anything. I'm gonna go for EQ again. He does go for the Drain Punch. That does finish us off. And wow, that gets him back up to like 86%. And he has the Moxie. That is beyond scary. If he has... Does Scraggy get Poison Jab? If he does and he's carrying it, Kimba does not have a chance here. What we can do is go out into Slow Ski to get a nice Shell Smash off. No, that's not really gonna work. Okay, we're in a little bit of a pickle here, not gonna lie. I'm gonna go out into Kimba and risk the Poison Jab. Because, let's see, he probably has Dragon Dance or Bulk Up. Probably has Drain Punch, Knock Off, and then Ice Punch, I guess. So maybe not the Poison Jab. I'm gonna go, should I Protect here or just, Part of me wants to Protect just to see what he's gonna do. Let's go for the Protect, see if he switches out. I don't think he's gonna want to give up his boost, though. I really don't believe that. He's thinking about his move, that's for sure. I mean, this is a we're only on turn 7, but this is already a very pivotal point of the match. He's got a very threatening team. So there's the Protect, and we see the Ice Punch come out. That should not be enough to take me out, so I am going to Moonblast to kill you. Unless you get a crit here, I don't see Ice Punch, a non-stab move, finishing Kimba off from 100% of its HP. I don't see that happening. Nope, there's the Ice Punch. That does 48%, and Moonblast is 4 times super effective. Down goes the Scraggy, so threat eliminated, ladies and gents. And we have recovery on this thing because we have Wish, so we're in an okay position. Definitely an okay position. And we have the rocks up too for the Amara, for the Torchic, for the Chimchar, and normally Porygon would not be Sash. Oh, and he's just gonna forfeit. Okay, of course, because your Scraggy goes down. Okay, well we just had forfeits out the wazoo there. You know what? We're gonna go for one more. I know I said that was gonna be the last one, but we have not had a battle that has gone over like 8 turns, have we? Was the first one longer than that? I don't know. I'm not happy with how that turned out. Oh, look at that shiny Bunnelby. That's pretty cool looking. Alright, so very threatening team here. Abra, like I always say, is a huge problem because of the fact that it has a Sash. It's got 90 base speed, which is ridiculous for LC. And in fact, I think that is tied for the highest in LC, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I don't see that getting rocks up will be that important here, just because Abra's Sash can't be broken by them anyway, other than maybe this Chimchar. But I think I'm going to lead off with Shy anyway. Shy appears to be the dedicated lead on this team. Out comes the Bulbasaur. Alright, I kind of want to just EQ you, but I don't know what you're going to do. Are you going to Leech Seed me? Are you going to Sleep Powder me? I'm really legitimately unsure here as to what you're going to do. Actually, Bulbasaur kind of poops on my entire team, to be honest. I'm going to EQ you. I should outspeed. I should definitely outspeed unless you're Scarfed. So this is going to do a butt ton of damage if you want to stay in here. You really don't have much that you want to switch in on this. You don't have any immunities to Earthquake. No Levitators, which wouldn't matter anyway because we have Mold Breaker, and no Flying types. Surprised we haven't run into a Fletchling yet. He is going to forfeit. Okay. We're at 1100 on the ladder, and we have not played a full battle yet. I don't even know what to say. Go for one more. I keep saying just one more. We didn't even get that battle started. Does anybody actually play their match? Is that a thing? It does not appear to be a thing whatsoever. Everyone's just like, oh, I'm scared of that team. Forfeit. Alright, so A-Bomb here is very, very common. They all do the exact same thing. Everybody runs the exact same sets as Ambipom up in RU and UU and such. I'm surprised at how often I've seen this. Oh, wow, look at this. Good luck, have fun. Look at you. You're just a nice person. I like you. I like you a lot. That is very refreshing. Humping cacti. Very cool. Okay, so I see a possible sticky web here in the Surskit, and I think I want to lead off with Shia. Oh, wait, the A-Palm. Okay, no, you're going to lead off with this. Okay. Alrighty, then. Do I want to get up rocks, or do I want to break the sash on this thing? I think I'm just going to rock slide you. He does go for the sticky web, and that's going to bring him down to sash. Now we can rapid spin. Oh, he does have a freaking... Yeah, he does have a spin blocker. Are you going to go into that is the question. I'm going to stealth rock here. Oh, sunny day. What? Okay. Sunny day. What could that possibly be for? I'm so confused. The Numel, maybe? I'm going to rapid spin now. Maybe he thinks because I haven't gone for it yet that I don't have it. Now the Numel comes out, so there goes the sticky web. And wow, we get a crit, and that did so much damage. Oh my gosh, 20% from a rapid spin. Are you kidding me? Alright, why would you bring this in if it's not Scarfed? That is my question here. You don't have any ability that would make you faster in the sunlight. A sunny day on a Surskit is really odd. Very, very odd. I'm very tempted to just stay in an EQ here because I just am. I mean, I really feel like you're Scarfed by the way you brought that in, but maybe you were predicting a switch. I'm gonna go for the EQ. Nope, he's not Scarfed. Okay, the Numel just dies. I'm really not sure what he was going for there at all. Let's see. What are the possibilities? The Surskit dies upon re-entry. Corfish, yeah, there. That's what I was thinking. This guy, Lobster, very interesting nickname. Aqua Jet is painfully obvious, but you've got the sunlight up. So I don't know if that would even kill. And you have to go for that to outspeed, so I'm just going to EQ. And that doesn't quite take it out, as he goes with a Dragon Dance, which is scary. That is very, very scary. Do I need this, or do I want to sack it off, possibly? I think we might be safe to actually go into Burton here, and then we can Mach Punch. Well, no, because Aqua Jet is going to be a thing. The sunlight is going to end this turn, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Not a fan. We're going to stay in here. Okay, he left. Oh my goodness. How many forfeits have we had? We've won, what, 5 or 6 matches? All forfeits? I don't understand what this person was going for. But at the very least, I'm going to claim victory here. We've moved up the ladder a little bit. So we may see some better battles as we continue on through this session. So I'm sorry that it's kind of turned out this way. But this is how my sessions go usually. And to be fair, this is the times that I've laddered up to about 1400, it's been the exact same thing. People still forfeit. I don't know how you get that high up on the ladder if you forfeit all the time. But it doesn't appear to matter where you are on the ladder unless I guess you're at the very top. That's the only place I haven't seen that happen. And I haven't laddered up that high on any ladder in quite a while. So, anyway, I hope you guys managed to enjoy this video. We are going to continue this on for the next 4 parts, because there's always 5 parts in these sessions, and we'll see who is going to shine the brightest on this team. So far, Shia has been taking some names and just like destroying more than half of a team before they even get to do anything. And there we go, up to 1141. We're already almost up to 1200. That's crazy. Alright, so with that being said, that is it for this time, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like I mentioned, if you did, make sure you're leaving a like, rating, and a comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.